Hello everyone, my name is David Rowcroft. For this set of videos we'll be going over Roman deities. This slide is written by Colleen Williams. We're going to go in and get started real quick. So first is how the Roman gods got their mythology. This is from the ancient Greek gods almost entirely. Although many of their names are different, their stories and myths are the same. That is because the Romans invaded Greece, but they saw their culture as intellectual and in some ways superior. So they took the things like their mythology, like their gods and goddesses, renamed them with their own names, but kept the stories and kept the morals behind these deities. So because of that, a lot of the stories and a lot of the characters will be the same as in Greek mythology, just with some different names and a little bit different spins here and there. So let's jump into the first one. First we have Eupator or Zeus. Eupator is the Roman name for the Greek god Zeus. Eupator is the king of the gods, a lot of times associated with the sky. There's symbols like lightning, thunder, eagles, bulls, oak trees. It's a lot of stuff you'd see with authority figures in Rome, because of their status and because of their power. They like to have these symbols on them because it was associated with the king of the gods. So they were very powerful symbols. The eagle, it's much like an eagle in America. Like the bald eagle, it's just a sign of authority that the government used. The fifth largest planet, Jupiter, is named after him. A lot of these gods coming up will have planets named after them. That's because a lot of discoveries in astronomy were done during the time of Rome's power. So they were naming planets after. They were naming things after Roman gods, and then things discovered after the fact were also given names of Roman gods, just to kind of keep up with the tradition of kind of like the Roman scientific excellence. So the mythology lives on through these planets. If we move on to the next god, which is a goddess, we have Juno or Hera, or Juno, depending on pronunciation. Juno is the Roman name for the Greek goddess Hera. She's the goddess of marriage. She's married to Eupator, and a lot of what she's associated with in a lot of these myths will be. She seems to be very emotional, so in a lot of myths, she kind of intervenes with human activities because of her own feelings on the subject. So a lot of times she'll get involved with stuff that other gods normally would not get involved with. So it creates for some very interesting stories. She's she likes seeking revenge. She tried to kill Hercules. She's associated with peacocks, cattle, and pomegranates. There's a myth associated with the pomegranates. A lot of these symbols would be used with powerful female figures in Rome. So same thing as with Zeus with the males. The female figures a lot of times were associated with symbols of the queen of the gods. It was just a very status. Pomegranates were very luxurious, so it was something where you had to kind of be higher up and pretty powerful to have access to them. So although she's very emotional in a lot of these, she was associated with status, just like Eupator was. We will move on to more gods and goddesses in the remaining videos in this series.